My first divorce with my wife, Jonathan, was 17 years old. And I felt at the time that Jonathan was ready. He was okay if Dad went his own way because he was 17 and he knew what it would take to become a man. My God, was I wrong, right? He did the best that he could, and his mom did a great job of raising him, but he missed that time, that really fruitful time of being connected with his dad so I could hold his hand and bring him into the next chapters of his life of becoming a young man. Now, I'm grateful because God did an amazing restoration work in our relationship because Jonathan just recently left. He lived with me for about 2 years, but we had a wonderful time where God was able to restore and heal and bring us back together to close those gaps that were missing. Because as a man, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that back then. I didn't think that he needed anything from me. I thought the torch was passed on simply because of age, but it really wasn't. He needed me as his dad to pour into his life. He needed me as his dad to be present in his life. He needed me as his dad to be able to talk to him about the issues of life and just the common day-to-day stuff that we all live and go through, whether it's dealing with girls or school or guys or sex or drugs or alcohol or all the things that they are being bombarded with in life these days. But the most important thing that I got in my relationship with my son Jonathan recently, when God brought us back together and restored our relationship, was that I was able to see his walk grow and his walk with Christ. And that he got a wonderful relationship with Jesus, and that we were able to walk that out together. And that he could see his dad, me, and my imperfections, in my good days and my bad days, when I was praising God, when I was crying out to God, when I was really seeking God for leadership. He saw who my source was. And I think the most important lesson that I could give him was just to be a model and walk for him. So I want to make sure that as men, even more so for the fathers out there, please, if you have a son out there, if you're not connected with your son, if you don't have a relationship with your son, reach out to him. Ask God to give you the help. Ask God to give you the wisdom and the guidance and the words to apologize, to tell your son that you love him, and take your rightful place in his life.